Most service providers I meet are absolutely brilliant. You've mastered your craft, you've had decades of experience, but you're also broke. You're trapped doing the work, earning less than you're worth, and you have zero time to think. What if I told you that that business model is fundamentally broken, and the solution is a system that can generate £500,000, dollars or euros a year, but with client work less than 10 hours a week? Not only is it possible, but it's completely doable. I've done it and my clients have done it. And in this video, I'm going to give you the 5 steps to build it for yourself. So let's start with step 1. Now, a friend of mine, Adam, once told me that his business model was to do whatever my clients need me to do. It sounds really helpful and sounds like he's actually being really kind and great, but actually it's a recipe for disaster. And what he eventually learned after a lot of nagging from me, that what you need to start with is to stop being what we call a generalist. You have to pick one problem. And that problem can't be a minor headache for your clients. It has to be a bleeding from the neck pain. It has to be a big problem that you help solve. You see, in a contracting market, people don't pay to solve small annoyances. They put up for their small annoyances. What they do need to pay for is the urgent, costly problems that they want fixing. Now, when we talk about becoming more of a specialist and not a generalist, I'm not talking about industry. I'm not saying you have to focus on lawyers or accountants. It doesn't matter. What we want to focus on is the problem that you are uniquely equipped to solve. This is your starting point. The reason why you're stuck charging by the hour and being overworked and underpaid is because your greatest asset, which is your expertise, is completely invisible. It's just in your head, right? You're not able to take this to market because you're having everything stuck in your head. So we need to fix that. So the second thing that we need to do is package your intellectual property. This is your experience, your education, and the essence of you. The thing that makes you completely unique is you. And we have to take it and put it into a tangible framework. And we call this a signature methodology. It's a 3 milestone journey that shows your client the exact path from their pain to the outcome that they really want. And when a prospect sees a clear, structured process, they don't see an hourly worker. They see a solution to a bleeding from the neck problem. And they're going to throw money at that solution if they trust you. My freedom practice model is completely unique to me because I've built it, I live it, I teach it, and I prove that it works. And you need to do the same for your genius, your education, your experience, and the essence of you. I serve over 50 clients a week in just under 6 hours delivery time. 50 clients, 6 hours a week. How? Because I don't sell my time. Selling your time for $50, $100, or even $150 an hour is a path to burnout. It is not how you get wealthy. So, step 3 is about having a strong ROI, a return on investment. And the way that we do that is through transformation. So what is the transformation that you provide to your ideal client? If you can help a business owner exit their business, what is that outcome worth? Well, it's definitely worth tens of thousands of pounds, but probably hundreds of thousands of pounds, as most will exit for multiple millions. Your price has to reflect the value of the result, not the time it takes for you to deliver it or the work that you have to do. When you get paid £50 an hour for doing, we can actually get paid £1,000 an hour for thinking and advising. Selling doing work is actually easy because people have a problem, they don't have time, so they throw some money at it, not necessarily valuing you though. But selling a high value advisory system requires you to have a process. So I use a simple system called the 5 1s, which I actually learned from Taki Moore. And today we're going to focus on the first few critical paths. First, you need one traffic source where you're going to build your audience. So for me, that's LinkedIn. Second, you need to use that platform to nurture people with high value content. And this high value content has to share your philosophy and prove your expertise and show that you are a specialist in helping people overcome a problem. Third, you need something that we call a conversion event. And that conversion event is where you take someone from watching you to actually engaging with you. And what that tends to be is a webinar, like I hold my weekly webinars, or what we call a video sales letter. And this educates and presents your solution to your ideal client. And this leads to a conversation with you. And conversations lead to conversions. Now, one thing I really want you to remember is that this conversation isn't a sales call. It's actually what I call an audition call, and it's for both of you. So you're auditioning your ideal client and they're auditioning you. Now, they already probably know more about you than you do about them because they've been watching you online. So really, it's an opportunity for you to see if they are going to be a good advisory client. And then finally, step 5 is about scaling with leverage, not labor. When advisors get a few clients, their first instinct is to hire more people. And this is where we start to get a complex business. Your profits get squeezed, your stress goes through the roof, and nobody actually wants to have that kind of business. You don't want a bigger team. What you want is more time and the ability to make more impact. So we need to systemize your delivery, turn your intellectual property into templates and scorecards and video trainings, and productize your knowledge so that clients can learn from you without you having to be there teaching them. Then what we do is we hire one tech-savvy virtual assistant to handle the grunt work, and you get left to focus on what matters: marketing and the high-level client strategy. This lean machine gives you freedom that you're actually looking for. So now you have the 5 steps. You can take this blueprint and you can absolutely run with it. But if you're serious and you'd like my personal help to implement this system in weeks, not years, I invite you to have a conversation with me. And as I said, this isn't a sales call. It's an audition for both of us. The conversation is going to determine if we're a great fit to work together. And if that sounds like something you would like to do, I have left a link in the description below for you to book a call. Click that link now and let's see if we can build your freedom practice together.